Thank you, Sue. I'm a bit like an expectant father here. I know what's going to happen, but I hope it's going to be great. I hope it is. I've been a farmer for over 30 years, but I've never been a food producer until today, this moment. The beef we're about to eat was raised on my pastures, wintered in my sheds, and finished on my neighbour's corn. I've castrated, rinsed and dehorned this animal, massaged him occasionally, and we've drunk Monty's bitter together. When the time came in December, I drove him to a paddock abattoir, the next stage of the journey. He was dry aged for 5 weeks at Welsh Farm Organics under the supervision of Jonathan Rees, and he was butchered by Jonathan Butchers, Mark and Kevin. Now, some of that Wagyu is being prepared and served by chefs and students in the very next room. In a few minutes, you'll be able to see the people who cooked and who will serve your meal. Now, isn't that about as traceable as you could get? When I was stripping this last night, I was thinking about who's missing from this food chain. And of course, the AI lady who started the process. So, would you stand up, please? I'd like Alan Harvey, my senior producer, is my neighbour, to stand up, please, as well. Pam Honeyman, the brewer who makes the beer. This is the please. And Jonathan, who's butchering the product for me. Just stand up and give us a wave, please, Jonathan. We've got the whole food chain. You've heard the phrase from gate to plate and from pasture to palate. Well, this must be the ultimate efficiency from conception to consumption. Wagyu's special is different. I hope you'll all find out more about it as the afternoon proceeds. That's enough from me. Now, I'll shut up and I will let the food do the talking. Thank you.
What we've presented to you this afternoon is the rump skirt, which has been marinated in spices which have come from the Napa Valley using variation of spices and some coffee. And we mixed it with olive oil and put it on the skirt and sealed the meat and put it in the oven for about a quarter of an hour.
Well, how often do you use coffee?
It's a little trick I picked up in the Napa Valley in California. They used to use it for what they call the tri-tip, which is the piece that runs along the side of the rump. We've done the rump in 2 services. We'll be presenting the heart of the rump later on when we go to Taliata. But this is using the skirt. The beauty of the Wagyu is that you can use everything. It's properly butchered and properly aged. You can use every part of the animal to grill or fry. So every piece is a prime piece. So, for example, even a piece of brisket, which normally you think of hours of cooking, you can take a brisket, you can seam that out, and you can grill or roast a brisket. So you've got a prime piece of meat wherever it comes from on the animal. So I'm very excited about working here today. So I had Kobe beef in Japan a few years ago, and I'm delighted to see it here. I think it's a great project and a great adventure. And I wish Ivor is getting every success with it. It's nice to see that a bit of enterprise. So there we are. This is the first service you can get in the heart of the